Okay. Oh shit, I can't get to Anders' clinic this way. So something that people were not that pleased with regarding Anders is that his voice actor is not the same as in Awakening. And in addition, he doesn't really look all that similar to the Awakening Anders at all. Come on, guys. So the visual continuity bothered me a little bit, but on the other hand, Anders in Awakening looked almost like he looked far too similar to Alistair, and in addition to that, his personality was very much Alistair too. So, I mean, I appreciate that the developers tried to give Anders a sort of distinct personality. And in addition, I don't really know if the Awakening Anders voice actor could have really pulled off the sort of person that Anders has become. You'll start seeing through this Let's Play that Anders in Dragon Age 2 has become extremely fucked up. So, I mean, he's not a Boolean like he used to be at all. Okay, so there's something weird. The, both in Origins and in this game, there's only like one model for each gender, one child model. Like, that kid looked exactly like Arl Eamon's son, basically, in Origins.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
So, something kind of cool. That staff that he has is also the one that iconic Hawke uses in Varric's fake story at the very beginning of the game if Hawke is a mage. So, I don't know if BioWare was trying to make a sort of interesting statement there because both Mage Hawke and Anders are apostates, you know? But anyway.
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pounce-a-lot. He hated the deep roads.
Oh, Sir Pounce-a-lot. So, alright, I'll ask this question first.
You had a cat named Sir Pounce-a-lot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Anyway, so in Awakening there was a gift system for your companions, just like in Origins. And I guess sort of like in this game. And one of the things you could give to Anders was a kitten that you found wandering around Vigil's Keep. And he names it Sir Pounce-a-lot, and after you gift it to him, it appears in your inventory as a usable item. And it had healing powers. It was so fucking epic. Yes.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Yeah, so that should already start tipping you off as to the kind of person Anders is. First of all, I mean, Bethany mentions in the prologue that Kirkwall is totally crawling with Templars. And for those of you who have played Awakening, you'll know that Anders was originally a circle mage, and he did not like it there, and he habitually escaped. I think he says at some point that he ran away from the circle like 12 times. And his personal quest in Awakening is to help destroy his phylactery. And the phylactery is basically a sample of blood that the Circle of Mages via the Templars and Chantry take from each new mage entered into the circle. And it's used to track that mage should he or she ever turn into a maleficar, a blood mage. Or an apostate, just somebody who doesn't study within the circle. I don't think the Chantry actually makes that many distinctions, unfortunately.
I'm part of an expedition to the Deep Roads, and I'll pay to find an entrance.
If I wanted money, I've been going about it all wrong. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
I don't really like the witty option, but my Hawke is not the sort of person just to say yes, and she knows she needs him, so...
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
You know, that's a tall order. I have got an apostate sister. In other playthroughs, I am an apostate. And... seriously, most difficult encounter in Act 1. Let me know if you agree. God.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
So I usually play without subtitles on, and so for the longest time I thought Carl's name was Carl Thekla, not Thekla. And it's part of the problem is just that a lot of the voice actors, or a lot of the characters in this game, are made to have sort of Englishy accents, or at least not American accents, and I'm American, so sometimes it's hard for me to pick up on when an R is being dropped at the end of a word. And then, in addition, th and f both sounds like th and f in English. They, a lot of people pronounce them like up in the alveolar area of the mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Linguistics, I'm sorry.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
Okay.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
I didn't mean to ask that question first, but that's okay.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Yeah, so you'll start noticing as I continue to post videos that I usually side with the underdog. Let's see.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.